Happy New Year, Floss Tube. It's Carolyn, your stash sister, and I'm here today with my mom, Sue. And Sue's here with me today because she is a new cross stitcher. She just started to cross stitch. We have some finished projects of hers, and we have her whip, her one whip. And so this is my whip parade, and there's a lot of unfinished projects here. And she said, "You have another one?" I said, "Yes, and another one," and I have a whole pile. How many piles? Like 2. Are you disgusted with my piles?
No, not a bit disgusted.
No?
I'm amazed.
That I'm such a good starter?
Oh,
I'm really good at starting.
They're beautiful.
Yeah.
They're just beautiful.
They are?
Yes.
Imagine how pretty they'll be when they're done.
That's what I'm thinking.
Someday they'll be done. Because believe me, if I leave this world and they're not done, they're not going to get done. Like, nobody in my family will carry on for me. They won't carry on my needlework. But anyway, this is my channel about cross stitch and needlework and a little bit about life. And Christmas is over. We had a great Christmas. It was good. It was quiet, but not really. We had a nice Christmas Eve. And wait, I got like a wild hair going on up here. Sorry. Anyway, I digress. And then we had Christmas, and then we had New Year's, and now we're all cleaned up. And I have Valentine's. We cleaned up all day on New Year's Day, which kind of felt good to get everything kind of all put away. You're all put away.
But her Christmas was beautiful.
It was beautiful. And every year I say to myself, I'm going to do a Christmas video so you guys can see my Christmas when it's all up. It's very sparkly. And I realized putting things away that just about every single decoration hanging in my house is covered in glitter. You're all surprised by that, aren't you? I have a lot of glitter.
It's beautiful.
I have a lot of shiny and I have a lot of glitter. And the house looks a little naked without it, but next year, for some reason, December just flies by and I run out of time to do stuff. So we have finishes for you, and this is my whip parade. I was thinking about a time, so we were on vacation with all the kids. Remember we went and did that Airbnb in California? So we decided to go to a restaurant for lunch, and it was called Polly's Pies. If you live or you get around Southern California and you get close to a Polly's Pies, you have to go. Polly's Pies they have really good pie, and they have really, really good food and great breakfast. So we decided to take the whole family. So it's me, my husband, 4 boys, the grandbabies. My mom was with us, and we're really tall. Like, I'm 5'10" in my flat feet. My husband's 6'4", and our boys are all over 6 feet. They're as tall as their dad, and then they had wives. So they took them a while to find us a table. Maybe there was 13 of us, and we go walking through the restaurant, and I was bringing up the rear. Jeff was in the front, and then there was this big, long line of really tall guys, and as we walked by this one table, this lady goes, "Oh, I just love a parade." I thought, is she talking about us? Yeah, we were a parade. It was I just love a parade, she says. So today is my whip parade. This is my works in progress. I have the oldest work in progress that I'm gonna finish. I'm really gonna finish it this year. And then I have some newer things. I have some Christmas ones. So let's get started. Let's do finishes. What?
Well, they're just so beautiful.
They are.
I'm going to make you finish them.
Well, that's why I keep starting new ones, because they're so pretty. It's like, oh, that's really pretty. Let's start a new one. Oh, that's really pretty.
Beautiful.
Yeah, they are. When I pull them out, I'm like, oh, these are so pretty. And I get so motivated when I see other floss tubers showing their finishes and their works in progress. It really inspires me to want to do more. So anyway, let's start with your finishes. Why not show? This is here. When do you want to show them? This is our very first cross stitch, very first finish. Look at that. Here, I'll hold it up close. Isn't that adorable? This is a pattern by Waxing Moon. I think it's from the 90s. It was just in my,
Stash.
yeah, she shops my stash. So what I did is, I was gonna get her some Ada, and she said, well, I want it to be really pretty. The picture on the front was the hand-dyed linen, and she said, I really want it to be pretty like that. So I went on Etsy and I found some hand-dyed Ada, and I'll put the name of the company in here because I don't remember it off the top of my head, but she did a great job. She hand-dyed this, the 16 count Ada, and she just went to town, and I taught her how to do it. We uploaded her chart to the iPad so she could write it off and make the symbols really big, which that's the only way I can stitch now. I make too many mistakes.
Well, it really helps.
It does really help for the pattern to just be real big like that. Then we had it framed at the attic by Sandy, the attic's framer,
And
they
it
did
was
a great
not
job.
easy for me by any means. I'm working with two pieces of thread, and that was a new experience because they were like enemies. They didn't want to stay together. They nodded a lot, and I thought, no. But
Yeah.
I'd sitting next to Carolyn, and I'd hand it over, and I'd say, look at the back, and she'd say, oh dear.
I did not say that. I said, quit looking at the back. That's what I said. Quit turning that over. Don't look at the back. Nobody's looking at the back. She'd say, my backs aren't neat. Nobody cares. You would hand it to me. You would say, can you get this knot out?
Yep.
I was like, oh.
I couldn't get them out. But I can now,
You can?
and I do, well,
Yeah,
pretty much.
pretty much. Well, she's working with, these are all over-dyed cottons. And she's working with over-dyed cottons. And what did you say to me the other night? I want to do my next one in
Silk.
I did my job.
I just saw silks. Her silk threads are beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a rabbit hole. But you have to use one thread. You're going to love it
Yeah, I
Yeah,
love using
you're
just
gonna
one
love it.
thread.
with one thread. So anyway.
Turned out all right.
Oh my goodness. It turned out so beautiful. It's so adorable. So
I
cute.
really like it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she had a framer that framed it in the office. And,
Sandy at the attic. She's a marvelous framer.
and she's so good. She
Yeah.
matched it beautifully.
Don't you think that the piece is pretty and then when you put the frame on,
Yeah.
it just comes alive?
Oh, yeah.
It just really does. So then we have, I got a piece framed.
She did. Oh, it's gorgeous.
Oh.
Look at this.
So-
Oh, isn't that beautiful?
Yeah. I really, really enjoyed this. So this piece, this is We Live in Hope by Blackbird Designs. It's converted to silk threads. They're available at the attic. And I started it in 2020 when the pandemic started. And I decided that I wanted it to say we walk by faith because that was a really difficult year. Many changes in 2020. And they carried over into 2021, but we're working through it, right? So then in 2021, because it takes me a while to finish things, in 2021, Barb Adams passed away, and this was her design that she designed. And she passed away, and I really wanted to make a tribute to her. And so up here, I don't know if you can see there, maybe that's better. I made a tribute to her, and there's also still pictures of this you can find in the most recent attic newsletter, which was just put up this last weekend. So go check it out. Check out the newsletter, and at www.atticneedlework.com. And so this is stitched on 46 count hazelnut.
It's beautiful.
It is. And it's, see that blank spot right behind me right there? That's where it is. That's where it goes. But I took it down to share with you. So I really enjoyed this. I enjoyed working with the silks, and I made a mistake, a big mistake, too big to take out. And I'm learning in my cross stitch. Jean always says, always forward, never back. And so I just made it work. I just made the mistake work. Nobody can see it in the end product, but at the time I thought it was just insurmountable. But that's kind of how I feel about life. Like, life is just, we make a mistake and you have to move forward. So same thing in our stitching. So that's done. That was my big finish. And then you had an ornament. So then, after my mom stitched on the Ada cloth, she said to me, I want my stitching to look like your stitching. And I said, okay, well then you got to stitch on linen. She said, okay, I think I can do it. So she made this ornament. Here, grab your ornament. Look how cute this is. And we finished it together. That's a 32 count. Mm-hmm. What did you think about working on the 32 count?
Well, it was hard. That one was hard because it was my first one on linen.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's a little more taxing on the eyes.
But
it's good.
But you use the halo lamp.
Oh yes.
Do you love that lamp?
Oh yes.
Yeah, the halo. It's called.
In fact, I got one for my daughter-in-law in Illinois.
Because she saw you working with it.
Yeah, and she
Yeah.
cross stitches too. So I got her a halo lamp for Christmas.
Yeah, they're wonderful. And this one wound up on my tree.
Yeah.
And then the one she stitched while she was in Illinois wound up on my brother and sister-in-law's tree. And I'm going to stick a picture in so you all can see it. It's really, really cute. You had a good time.
Well, I love doing these little ones. They turn out really cute.
We all love little ones. We can get them done.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah. They're really cute.
They're more dense, but they turn out
Yeah, this
really
was
cute.
pretty solid stitching. There was a lot of stitch. This is from the Farmhouse Christmas series, Little House Needleworks, Farmhouse Christmas.
But show them the border here. The border.
See the border?
That little white border was the hardest part.
Well, you kept turning your linen.
I did.
You just turn your linen. I don't know why my X's aren't going the right way. Because you're not supposed to turn your linen. Oh, but that's how I do it.
Yeah, I
Don't
couldn't
turn
do
your
it
linen.
unless I turned the linen. And then the next thing I did not turn the linen, and I saw why you shouldn't. Carolyn was right, but I had to learn by mistakes.
I wonder where I get it from. I'll do it myself. I wonder
Yes,
where that comes
I
from.
know.
Yeah, I know. I kept saying, quit turning the linen. It's like, no, I have to turn the linen. No, you have to keep the linen in the same direction. No, I can't do it that way. Okay, fine. Do it your way.
Struggle. Go ahead,
But-
struggle. I'm going to
Yeah,
watch you.
yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. How come my X's aren't all going the same way? You said, I can't figure out my... Stop turning your linen.
She really learned patience working with me.
Carolyn, why doesn't this look right? Because you keep turning your linen. Quit turning. So if you're just beginning cross stitch and you're stitching a border like this, you're going to stitch the border and then you're going to stitch, but don't turn your linen. That's what we're talking about. So she would turn her linen and then she would turn her linen. Don't turn the linen. Just keep it in the same direction.
Mm-hmm.
You did that with the second one, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Was it harder or
No,
easier?
It was easier. Yeah, worked better.
Alrighty. Well, I'm glad you figured that out. And we put beads in the center because she wanted it to sparkle. I wonder where I get it. She kept saying, I want to put some sparkle on this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Makes them cute.
Yeah. Yeah, so we put beads here. We put beads in the center. That was fun. That was a really fun one. And it's on my tree, so I'm happy about that.
Yep, it's on her tree.
So then she has a work in progress, but we will talk about that with all the other works in progress. So then I got my book of days and I decorated January. How's that? It might get more decorated later. I used washi tape and stickers and cutouts. For like 2 or 3 years, I did the Planner Society. She had a monthly subscription. And so I have mucho. I have so much stuff that I did a planner. I did this planner, and this is going to keep track of my cross stitch. And then I have a daily like calendar planner. It's going to take care of work. And then another really cute gift. Jean gave these beautifuls to all of us girls, and it's from a company called The Old Needle Shop. I believe she has an Etsy store. That is a scissor fob, and I have the perfect black scissors somewhere that I got at summer school, and then a strawberry.
Pincushion.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. And then a thread. You know you put your threads on here?
Mm-hmm.
And then look at this. And it's a tray, and it's lined with this fabric. So I do have a precious yard of this. You can't get this fabric. So I really would like to make something pretty to go with this, you know, make like a set. So I love it. It's so cool.
What'd you say this was?
It's a scissor fob. So you take it and you put it on your scissor.
Oh,
See?
oh yeah.
So it'll hang on your scissor so that your scissors don't fall down in the couch. And I do have a pair of black scissors that look like these red scissors. And they're in a project because I've been using them. So I'm going to find, see?
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Isn't that cute?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Don't
yeah.
lose them that way.
Right. They don't, like last night.
Mm-hmm.
Last night, she's like, what? I can't find my scissors. I can't find my scissors. I said, please don't poke a hole in my couch. All right. This is my mom's
Newest project.
newest project. I love it. It's so cute. She went shopping in my stash again. She'll never have to go to the store.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I have a lot. It's kind of nice though. I still like going through my stash. I still like enjoy everything that's in there. Okay, so here is It's Home for Christmas by Plum Street Samplers. And here is attached. Here's her progress. Look at that. I think it's so pretty, Mama. I really like it. So, we switched from linen because that was a little taxing on her eyes. She's struggling with the linen.
So this is what?
Even weave.
Even weave. I really
Even.
like even weave.
Yeah. Yeah.
One of
What's the difference between the even weave and the linen?
Well, the threads themselves are not the same width in the linen.
Yeah.
But in the even weave, they are the same width. It's all even. It's beautiful to work on.
Yeah. Yeah, you've really enjoyed it. This is 28 count, because after she did those 2 ornaments on 32 count linen, you were like, my eyes, her eyes were struggling. So then I found her a piece. This is just a 28 count, I think it's called parchment or lamb's wool even weave, and they have 32 count. So when you get ready to do silk, we'll buy the 32 count. It's a little bit smaller, but it will, you'll be able to do 1 strand of
Right.
silk.
Right.
So
If
I
you do
think-
only one
yeah.
strand, that should be easier.
Yeah,
But I work with 2 now all the time, and it doesn't knot as much because I'm better at it.
Good. Good for you.
I'm learning.
Yeah.
And I only go one way, and I don't turn the fabric anymore.
You can't teach an old dog new tricks.
Old. You didn't need to tell him I'm old.
Okay, you're not.
Okay.
Okay. I love it. And every night we sit on the couch and she stitches and I stitch, and sometimes she says naughty words because she made some mistake, and sometimes I say naughty words because I made a mistake.
No, not too naughty.
Not too naughty. My words are a little more naughty than yours. I may or may not be
She
a
didn't
fan of
learn
the
that
cursing
from
words.
me.
Oh, I did. I did. My dad never said a bad word.
But
Daddy never cursed.
never. I never heard him say any kind of a cuss word.
Mm-mm.
He was pure.
That's why you guys got along so well. Oh my gosh. So this, and and we made some changes. So when we were stitching it, the red, you were up here doing this, doing that little guy right there. And it was too brown. The called for threads were just brown and medium brown and light brown in the way we were seeing it. So we did a little bit of tweaking, and we did, so the dark one is, this is cherry bark. I can't remember which one it substitutes for, but it's the dark one. Yeah, that's the one in the pomegranate. And then this is baked apple, I believe.
And it's inside the pomegranate.
Yeah. And then the light one
It's
is,
inside the pomegranate too.
yeah,
Right in the center.
colonial rose.
Mm-hmm.
So they're really pretty, and they were just less brown. Just, when you're stitching, I think when you're stitching, and if you're not in love with the colors, just change them. There's no there's no reason why you can't change them. Just change them to something you like better. Like, for example, the color of brown that it calls for up in the top, we didn't have it at the shop so we chose swamp water, and it's super pretty. The only thing with 2 strands of thread is you do use a lot more thread because you're using twice as much. But we just changed that out. So, just go ahead and change things up. If you are just trying to work from your stash, then go ahead and pull from your stash. But I like that. I like the changes we made. I think they're really pretty. So I started a New Year's. Okay, I have no business of starting anything new. Ever. For the rest of my life. I could never start another new piece and still have stuff to stitch.
Good idea. Because what she has to stitch is gorgeous.
But there's new ones. And so there's a thing you can do. It starts on January 1st. It's called a blessing sampler. And I've never done it before. I've never been brave enough to commit to stitching and finishing one thing in a month. And so you start on January 1st. The goal is to finish it by January 31st, and then it will be a blessing to you, and it will hopefully bring blessings into your life for the year. So I started a blessing sampler. So I'm gonna run go get it because I left it on the couch. So just one moment. It's called Mary Hunter by GGR. I just love all those colors. And of course, it's in silk. Look at that one. I love that one. Beautiful. Isn't that pretty? Oh. Time for a tiara. Because everything else from here on out is silk. I think all my projects from here on out are silk. So here it is. This is Mary Hunter. I started this just on New Year's Day. And that's as wide as it's going to be from here to here. So I feel like that's doable. I hope so. Anyway, and here's the colors. Conversion. So, I love it. Think I can finish it? So you were saying earlier that you love to finish.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like to finish more than start?
Let's see, when I get to the end, I'm ready to finish.
You're ready to be all done.
I'm ready to be done.
Yeah. Well, you said that to me the other day. You said, why did you start another one?
Yeah.
And I said, because it's way more fun to start than it is to finish.
No, I think it's fun to finish.
Well, it is fun to finish, but it's more fun to start something new.
You think?
Obviously. If you could see the table.
Yeah, all my things are finished.
You have one thing.
I have 4.
Oh, sorry. 4. 3. You have 3.
I know.
My husband just got home from work. He's like, "Where's dinner?" Not cooking. That's where it is. It's not cooking. So, stay tuned because I'm gonna try and finish up Mary in a month. One more start. Okay.
No more stars.
Yes, all the starts. I love the starts. So, speaking of starts, I found something at Target here. Can you hand me that project over there
This
with
one?
the little board? Yeah.
Do you want the frame?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Okay.
So, I've been working on this. I worked on this through autumn, and I'm really close to being done. Like, I think I'm so close to being done. This one, you guys have seen it before. This is on, this one right here. The Chalk Talks, Autumn, Let's Talk Autumn. And instead of black, I stitched it on 40 count anthracite, which I love. And it's in silk, of course. And all I have left is those 2 words right there. I think so. I think I'm done. What is wrong with me? I have 2 words left. Okay, I may have to finish this up tonight because I was at Target in the dollar spot and look what they had. This is gonna fit. Okay, this little guy is gonna fit in this little guy. So if you want to know where it came from the Target dollar spot. And I'm gonna go run by some more before I publish this video because anyway, Target dollar spot in Mesa. That is the cutest little thing for finishing, and it's gonna fit this little guy. So
Good.
do you want it? Can you do that?
No.
Yes, you can.
It's yours. You
No.
need to finish.
No, you finish it. It's just 2 words. You can do it. I'll get you all set up. Okay, I'll do it tonight. I'll do it tonight. Anyway, I didn't know I only had 2 words. What's wrong with me? Anyway, so this one, this I've had for a long time. And this is the Autonom. And I have 2 of them done.
Isn't that beautiful?
Isn't that pretty? It is really pretty. It calls for 36 count something.
Oh, that's
And I'm doing it
beautiful.
on 40. It'll be just a little smaller. And I have a box painted for it and everything. And so the next now what I'm showing you is some Christmas ones because I was watching the Lori Holt's floss tube. She's really talented quilt designer and she's so organized, and like when I grow up I want to be organized like her. So anyway, she is dedicating the 25th day of every month to Christmas stitching. So that at the end of the year, after you've stitched 1 day a month just on Christmas, then you'll have something done. So that's what I'm hoping. So these are my 2 Christmassy projects that I want to get done during the, okay, I have 3. Just kidding. 3. My 3 Christmas projects I want to get done is I want to finish up this guy. This is the Autonom because I really want to be able to use that box because it's just taking up space in my closet. And the second one I want to get done, so this is going to be my 25th day of the month stitch along. Go ahead and watch her video because she gave it a name, like 25th day Christmas or some day 25. I don't know. The 25th day of every month, we're stitching Christmas. So this is the next one that I want to do. And I made a big boo-boo, huge, and I just found it when I was coming across here and I got over here and I was too close. Anyway, I found my boo-boo and it was too far back. I'm not picking it out. So I'm moving forward. So this is going to be done down here. I think I came down here and turned the corner, and my goal is to stitch across here and see where I wind up on the side. So anyway, always forward, never back. That's what Jean says. And so this is Noel by Brendan Gervais. I love it. I love that house. That house is stitched in Cinnabar by Gloriana. It is, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It is really, really pretty.
The bricks
are amazing. So this is the 25th of the month. This little guy is going to get the attention first. And then I went to the cross stitch retreat in Amana when Brenda Gervais was the teacher, and this book was introduced there, and it's so adorable. But I switched it all over to silk, and I made it red. See how it's supposed to be green? I made it red. I love it. It's these silks right here. I love it. It's really cute, isn't it? So this is on 36 count. I never stitch on 36 count. It's always 40 or 46. Not my favorite to stitch on, but it is easier for me to see. And I wanted the sizing. I wanted it to be. I have a really cute finishing idea for this, but I have to get them all stitched. And I don't know if I'm going to stitch all of them or not. I know I'm going to stitch more, but I just don't know if I'll do all. Isn't that darling? So, anyway, in silk, I'm really enjoying it. So those are going to be my 25th day of the month stitch along. Stitching on the 25th day of the month. Because what always happens is you get to December and you have all this Christmas stitching. In fact, I saw there was a funny meme and it said, October 1st, I'm going to make everybody I love a homemade Christmas present. December 15th, 2. I love 2 people. Oh, sorry. Woo. Jeez. I don't know if this is going up. There's too many mistakes. Okay, so now the whip parade continues. This one. So I have more whips than what I'm going to show today, but I got embarrassed. I was embarrassed because it's like, this is too much. This is just too much. So I'm just showing some, like the ones that I think I'll give some time and attention to. This one, I love this. I have loved this since it first came out. I miscalculated the size of my linen. So I have exactly 3/4 of an inch at the top and the bottom. Thank you very much. So all you girls think you need 3 inches around your pieces? No, you don't. It's my fault. I miscalculated. I cut the linen. Whatever. It's isn't that beautiful? I love that so much, and I just want to dig into it. Maybe I can do like one. I got ambitious and I did the border because I really was curious to see if I had What are you looking at? That's Adam and Eve.
Oh. It's called inspiration. I thought, well, the only inspiration I see is to lose weight.
It's Adam and Eve. See, it's on the pattern.
You'd have to put down there Adam, Eve.
No, because they're on here. See, they're on here.
Oh,
See, there's the tree of life, and there's Adam and Eve.
Okay.
Adam and Eve were, so they were the inspiration for the piece, Adam and Eve. Just clutching your pearls over here. Woo! It's Adam and Eve. See? Adam and Eve. They're very symbolic.
Yes.
Anyway, this one I hope to give some attention to. And also, we have a conversion at the attic. This is a lot, there's a lot of money tied up in this conversion. I better get to stitching on it because it just sits there. Somebody asked me that. They said, what is your storage system? How do you store your silks? I said, in projects. No, like how do you store your silks after they're done? Oh, you think I finished my projects. Isn't that cute? Oh, that's nice. No, my silks are in projects. And I just keep buying more because I don't want to pillage projects. Oh, so where my silks are. In projects. Isn't that cute? You think I finished. I don't know what this is. Oh, this goes to the Noel sampler.
Goes to which one?
These are the silks for the Noel sampler. Oh.
It goes to what?
Just goes over there with the Noel. Okay, this is my longest
Oh, this is
standing whip.
gorgeous.
It's so beautiful. And all I have left, this is Sarah Abraham by Threads of
Beautiful.
I think it's Threads of Gold. I think so. We have it at the shop. It's a model on the wall. And this was my first ever silk sampler.
Oh.
And my first ever conversion that Jean converted the threads into overdyed threads. So it has a combination of overdyed threads and regular Veriswa threads. And
Oh, it's
I love
beautiful.
it. It's so pretty. I got bogged down at the over one.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
And all you have to finish is just
The
the
verse.
writing.
The verse, and then there's two little rabbits down here that are over one, and there's a little tiny queen stitch up here, which I love queen stitches, so it's the over one. But I did switch my thread to the Tudor silk to do the over one alphabets. If you're stitching over one alphabets on small Catlin, I think this is 40, just switch to Tudor silk or Swasserfine. It's very fine. It's very fine. So you can make a full X. I don't know if you can see, like at the beginning, I started with the regular, and then this is the Tudor. It's just a really thin silk, so beautiful, fine, thin silk. Yeah, that's gonna be, this project, this is gonna be my first, so I decided my Wednesdays, I'm gonna devote Wednesdays to works in progress. So this is my Wednesday, this is my Wednesday project for January. And maybe I can get it done. Like, I could get stuff, I get to the end of the year, and I always feel like, I just finished one thing. Well, I started 12 or 20 or 30. I started a lot. And if I had taken the time that I took on the new ones to finish the old ones, I would be done. So that's why I'm making a schedule. So Wednesdays.
That's smart.
Wednesdays are, this is it. This is going to be my first
I hope so. It's
finish.
gorgeous.
Isn't it beautiful?
Yes.
It's one of the prettiest samplers I think I've ever stitched.
The stitches are just so magnificent. They're so tiny.
Oh, thank you.
It's beautiful.
It is beautiful.
Beautiful.
That's my first ever, like I feel like that's my first ever grown-up sampler.
Oh,
You know, like where it was, and the border,
pretty grown up.
the that meandering vine border, no two sections are the same. So I had to count the entire border. There was no, you sometimes in borders it's the same, not the same. That was very difficult. The border took a long time. So this next whip, this was my foray into 56 count linen, which, look how cute that is.
What is the count?
56. Oh. You can do it.
No.
Yes.
28's good.
Yeah. Yeah, so I started this on 56 count linen. This is Stacy Nash's floral, I can't read that. Floral picked pin keep. Oh, I love that so much. I love that big old basket and those pretty flowers. So I just grabbed some. It doesn't call for too many colors. So these are Tudor silks. So you can see how little they are. They're very fine. And this is 56 count. I love this. It's so pretty. It's just really condensed. So that's one of my goals this year is to finish a 56 count project. Because it's not that hard to see. I mean, if you're already stitching on 40, I know you don't believe me. But if you're already stitching on 46, then it's not a big jump to 56. You just have the right magnification and the tools. But I want to finish that. So we're going to finish Sarah. Isn't that cute? It's going to be a little pin cushion. Then this next one is, I need more patriotic stitches, and I started this one a few years ago. It's called the Grant House Sampler, and look how pretty. And she charted it already for the silk. So that's nice. I didn't have to convert it. So that's where we are on that. I love that. There is a head on that eagle. I think I might outline it because he looks headless from far away. My linen is too light. There's the silks. I've been stitching lately.
Beautiful.
Isn't it beautiful?
You need to have that done by
fun.
July.
Yeah, that's by July. I'm making a list of all of these. A list. And because you're really good at lists. I just fly by the seat of my pants. Anyway, I love that. And then this one, oh, I love this one. This is by Plum Street, and it's been in my stash for a while. Caroline Broomhead. Look how pretty that is. I love her. And I have her in from end to end. She's only going to be that. See, she's just that big. I love her. And she's already charted in silks. So I love that.
Oh, what do you mean by charted in silk?
So usually, like for the pattern that you're doing, the colors, the recommended colors are cotton colors, over-dyed cotton colors, and that's what we do. So if I want to stitch something, the recommended colors, if they're in cotton colors, then I take the cottons and go to the silk wall and switch out the cotton ones for silk ones. And so we called it a conversion. So we convert, and we try and stay pretty true to the colors that the designer called for. We don't usually make crazy changes unless, like on that Christmas one, when I decided I wanted to do the red instead of the turquoise letters, so I changed all the turquoise to red. But for the most part, you work to stay really true. So occasionally, the designer will when she puts the colors on her thing, she uses silk. So I don't have to go and take the time to have the cotton thread and match up the silk thread. So I can just go and pull these, and they're already done. They're already, like this is for Classic Color Works. Did I pull this? Oh, I don't have the threads. Hang on. Though they're in here. So she called for, see? Aren't they really pretty? So when the designer already does it for you, we don't usually change that. We won't change. We won't convert that or change it up. Ooh. I've been looking for this. Oh, so cute. I've been...
That's what you put your threads on?
Yeah, but it has a ruler on it. Oh, that's... I've been looking for this. I don't know where I put stuff. I just stick them in a project. But,
That you don't intend on working on for about 4 years.
well, I have goals. It's my retirement.
Good.
It's my retirement plan.
Okay.
Yeah, it's my retirement. I'll have lots to do to keep me busy
Yeah.
until after I retire someday.
She
I
keeps
never-
me busy.
I do. Get your needlework, lady.
Yes.
Get
Yes.
your needlework. Let's go. Aren't you stitching tonight?
I'm very grateful that she's been working with me on this because her stuff is so beautiful. She knows what's right, and even though I balk, she's patient.
She
with me.
argues with me. Like,
What?
why are you arguing with me?
I know. I've been doing this for 50 years.
Who, me? Stitching? No, I did not start stitching at 10. Do you remember when I was going
About
into my
12.
senior year in high school? You and I were sewing clothes. We always sewed clothes before school. Like just a few outfits. And I was making this blue dress. And it had a yoke. And it had tiers. And it had puffy sleeves.
No, so
It was
cute.
a maxi dress.
So cute.
Remember, it was the 70s. Maxis were all the rage. So
Yeah.
I was gonna wear it by this. Oh, I keep
Darling.
kicking the camera. Sorry. Sorry. I hope I don't make anybody sick out there. Keep kicking the camera. So it was so cute. And you came to me and you said, you know what would be even cuter is if you put a little cross stitch on the yoke of the dress. And it was a stamped one where you ironed it on and stitched over it. It was flowers, little pink flowers and green. And I didn't want to do it at all. We had a big fight about it. Because when you're in high school, the last thing you want is for your clothes to look like, I thought it would make it look like Little House on the Prairie clothes, you know, have the embroidery on it. And you kept saying, it'll be beautiful, Carolyn, you really like it. And then we fought about it. And I did not want that dress to look like Little House on the Prairie. I wasn't going to go to high school in my awesome maxi dress with the cross stitch. Now look at me like I'm covered in embroidery. I was not going to go to school in that little house, in that dress that made me look like Little House on the Prairie. And, but you won. She won. And I did cross stitch it. You said, just try it. If you hate it, then you don't, we'll do it without it. But just try it. So you ironed it for me and you got me the thread and I stitched the little X's and it was adorable. I wore that dress after I got married. I mean, I got married a couple years out of high school, but then I wore that dress and then it was maxi dresses weren't popular anymore. So then I took off one of the tiers. Like I was covered in ruffles and lace from the time I'm 2 years old. So it was no surprise. It was no surprise that I had a big ruffled maxi dress in high school with embroidery on it. Yeah. I loved it, but we fought it. Oh, you just kept saying, just try it, Carolyn, just try it. I don't want to look like Little House on the Prairie. And I didn't. It's fine. But hey, I'm going to take this out and use it.
No, it's really cute.
It is really cute. And it's got a ruler. So I bought it. I obviously bought it at the shop. So anyway, I'm always losing measuring things and that kind of stuff. So I'm going to put it. Anyway, I digress. That's what it means when they already chart it for silk, which is fabulous. It's wonderful.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. It is beautiful, isn't it? And then, oh, this one. This needs to go first on the list. I'm almost done. This is so cute. This is called Stitching Sisters by Chessie and me. And I have it. Oh, those aren't glasses. Sorry. I'm so used. I stick my glasses in my hair all day long. And I went to go, and that was my glasses. This is my tiara. Okay. Here we go. Look how cute that is. Now that is done in the called for colors. So this is real. I'm almost done. I just have a little more grass. Don't ask me why. Why did I not? What is going on here? I was very humming along, and then why is there a big? What did I do? Oh wow! I think I did the vase, and I wanted to match it up. Who knows? Anyway, I might use this as an initial piece. All my stitchy friends put all their initials around it. That might be fun. It's a really sweet little piece. It's available. Okay. Hey, I'm doing pretty good. I'm getting through these. Okay, here's what's next. Oh, I love this one. You guys have seen this before. You guys have seen this because I've showed it several times. And I think every time I pull it out and show it, that will motivate me to stitch it again. But this is Miss Manners.
It's beautiful.
Oh, it's so beautiful. It's Miss Manners by Gigi with the attic silk conversion. She's gonna look at her with the evil eye over here. She's gonna, every time I start something new, she'll be like, oh, finish those. Anyway, for those of you who have started and finished this sampler in the time that it's taken me to still be working on it, it motivates me and inspires me. Every time I see a finished one. Anyway, I love it. I love this sampler. It's very beautiful. I'm using the attic silk conversion. I haven't said anything about the fabrics I'm using because there's so many new fabrics coming on the market. Just find a beautiful fabric that you love because there's lots of beautiful new hand-dyed linens that are, just find one that speaks to you or let us pick one that speaks to you. And then this one, this is, I think I might make this my Sunday sampler. It's called Savior's Praise. I love this one. Oh. And I'm doing rice stitches for the letters. And it's the attic silk conversion. I love this. But I'm very slow going.
Gorgeous.
It's gorgeous. It's so beautiful. It really is. Probably one of my like top favorites. So maybe I'll just have this every Sunday. This will be my Sunday project.
You had another one that was your Sunday project.
Oh. Well, maybe every other Sunday.
Okay.
Okay, does that work? Okay. Which one was my Sunday
Like you
project?
have a lot of, she picks us beautiful dinners. She is a magnificent cook.
That's nice.
And she fixes beautiful dinners for her family every Sunday.
Every Sunday.
Every Sunday she has a big group.
Yeah.
We don't stitch much on Sunday.
I don't. But we just changed church. It's now at 9 a.m. So I'm home by 11. That's kind of nice. It gives me a block of time. And until I'm like around 3, I start getting lunch ready or dinner ready. All the kids come and the babies come, and it's a lot of fun to have everybody here. And the house gets all loud and noisy with babies squealing.
Yeah.
It's really cute, huh?
They're very cute. Yes.
They're so very cute. Okay, I have one more. I love this one.
It's like the queen of.
Oh, I have 2 more. Oh, I thought I was done. Oh, I love this. You guys have seen these before. You guys have seen this one before. This is in Manor at Quaker Hill. Oh, I haven't worked on it. And we did a silk conversion for it. Oh, I love it. I love it. And for those of you that have started it and finished it, since I started it, you inspire me. And then the last one, this is a new one. This is one I think I can really get done. And it's a, is this it? Is this the, oh, my threads are gonna get mixed up. This is our anniversary sampler. I think I showed this in my last video. Our hearts. I love that.
Cute.
It's so cute.
Mm-hmm.
When we were first married, when I first started cross stitching, I've done 3 different like anniversary types. So my very first one was on 8 o'clock. I'm gonna have, when I finish this, I'm gonna bring that out. It's on 8 o'clock and it's a sampler, wedding sampler, and then I did an anniversary sampler, and then this is my second anniversary, our 40th anniversary. I love it. I love it, and I love stitching on it. I just don't have time. So if any of you know how to survive on less sleep and more stitching time, give me all your suggestions. Give me all your suggestions, because I maybe stitch for maybe an hour at night. Maybe an hour. So I need more time. But anyway, it's been fun to visit with everyone. Thanks for being here, Mom.
Oh, thanks for inviting me.
Oh, I'm glad you were able to come and share your work. We'll have more progress next time. I hope you enjoyed this little parade. All right, friends. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful year. Have fun with all your stitchy projects. And I hope that you're able to get a bunch done. And we'll keep stitching away. Bye, everyone.